Welcome to this video presentation here at Wimbledon Carriage Company, and here we have the Porsche Macan on a 72 plate, as you can see. I'm going to start off firstly by showing you around the outside of the car, and then we'll hop in and run through some of the controls on the inside of it from there. From the outside, you can see it's a 5-door car with alloy wheels and tinted windows. We're going to start off inside the boot area first. The tailgates on this car will open electronically. You can either do that at the tailgate itself or via the key. As we approach the back of the car, you'll then see we have reversing sensors. Plenty of boot space as well, which can be increased further by folding down any or all of those rear seats, should you wish to do so. Okay, so we're just going to work our way back around to the front of the car, and then we'll hop in and run through some controls on the inside of it from there, as I mentioned. Now that we've done a full circle, though, you can see the wheels and bodywork are all in fantastic condition the whole way round. Just briefly before we climb in, I think it's well worth seeing the interior from this exterior point of view. There's plenty to run through on the dashboard, so let's hop in and we'll do that right now. Okay, now that we're inside the car, we're going to start with the dials. Over on the left-hand side, first of all, we have the speedometer. We have the rev counter in the centre, and then over to the right-hand side, the trip computer and fuel gauge. Within the speedometer, you can see the total miles for this car. They are only 8,770. And within the rev counter, you have, firstly, a digital readout for the speedometer, and above that, it will show you what gear this car is in. It's an automatic, so we are, of course, in park at the moment. If we back out to the steering wheel next, we have our stereo controls, cruise control as well. Behind the steering wheel, the minus and plus paddle, so that you can change up and down a gear manually with this automatic gearbox. And then over into the centre, we have the main touch screen for the car. So the home screen is accessed up in that top right hand corner. You can of course go into any of the menus you see down this side, or you can access some of them from here. For example, satellite navigation. You can see that extra wide color display, really nice system, very easy to use. You can input your destinations from here. When it comes to music, just go to the media heading. Your volume is there, as you can see. We've got the radio, of course, DAB, AM and FM radio. You can also stream your music wirelessly via Bluetooth audio once you've paired up your phone. And then there are certain apps that you can have up on this screen as well. From there, you can also put the vehicle into reverse and access the full color reversing camera. On top of that, we've also got a visual guide to the parking sensors, as you can see. Main volume for the stereo is just here. And then below that section, we have our air vents and then the controls for the air conditioning itself. So dual zone climate control, meaning that you can adjust your passenger and your driver temperature independently of one another. You can also do the same with the fan speed for driver and passenger as well. Just below that, you can determine the direction that the air is being distributed in via these buttons over on the left hand side and on the right hand side. We've also got controls for our heated seat. You can put the whole air conditioning system into auto. The car will then take control of the direction of the air and fan speed to maintain the temperatures that you've asked for. Various off-road controls, as you can see. You can turn off your stop and start, downhill brake control. We have an electronic handbrake. You can turn your traction control off from here as well. And we have the gear lever for the fully automatic gearbox. The last thing I wanted to mention is the panoramic glass roof. There's a sun blind that you can firstly open all the way to the back of those rear seats. And with that open, as you can see, that lets in a huge amount of extra light to this cabin area. But if you wish to, you can open this front section as a full sliding sunroof as well. The last thing I wanted to mention is the paperwork we have for the car. So you can see the V5 registration document just there. The key that's in this envelope is the spare key, so there are 2 keys in total as well. All that leaves me to say is thank you for taking the time to watch this video. If you'd like to come and see the car for yourself and have a test drive, or you'd like a live bespoke video tour, please feel free to give us a call here at Wimbledon Carriage Company. We'd love to hear from you soon.